Well, hello adventurers. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the videos that I'm putting out lately. Unfortunately, Michigan has been kind of shut down and it's been difficult to get a lot of videos here in Michigan. So I've been putting out some content from our vacation this summer to Tennessee, and I've got some more from Kentucky and a few others that I did from Indiana. What I did want to say is that I haven't forgotten about Michigan. In this next video, you're going to see that. We're going to get back to the Michigan videos very soon. Fall's coming up, and fall is a big thing here in Michigan. So you're going to see a lot more Michigan videos coming. I didn't want to disappoint you, so enjoy today's video. And just know that even though we're going to pepper in a few here and there from our trip this summer, Michigan videos are our priority. Welcome to your Michigan Compass. Today we're in Midland, Michigan at Dow Gardens. Now this video has been a long time in the planning, and unfortunately we couldn't do this in the spring because a lot of things were closed down in Michigan, and this isn't too far from Sanford. And if that name sounds familiar, Sanford is where they had the catastrophic dam failure. So this was closed earlier in the year, but now we're finally making it out. We're getting back to the Michigan videos, so come along and join us as we check out Dow Gardens. All right, so typically we would have entered through this building and exited out the back, but because of the current situation, we had to walk through a small parking lot area, and we're gonna enter in right here. Now, one other thing I'd like to point out is that I did have to make a reservation in advance because they are not just allowing walk-ups to come into the garden. As we look over here, you'll see a map of the garden. It's actually very spacious and spreads out a long distance. So bring your walking shoes and maybe a couple bottles of water. There are small ponds all over the property with bridges that go over the ponds. It's very beautiful. Most of the walkways are paved, so you won't be walking off the pavement too much. There's also some smaller paths that lead various locations and some hiking trails and all kinds of different things to check out, much of which we didn't have time to do the day we were there. One of the things Dow Gardens is known for is this new canopy walk. And I believe this was just completed last year. It is the longest canopy walk in all of Michigan. And this paved walkway, I believe over 1,100 feet long. There's an area right up here. We're gonna go check this out. This was closed just a few weeks ago. They had this roped off and it looks like it's reopened. There is some rope netting up there and the kids can run across from one side to the other. It's a walk through the trees with all kinds of unique little spots to stop and check out the scenery. Very unique. It's similar but different to what we did in Anakista in Tennessee. And I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video so you can check it out and compare. It looks like we finally reached the entrance for the canopy, so we're gonna head up. These wooden structures are very similar to the Twigaloos that we saw in Anakista, only they're not made out of twigs, they're made out of wood, and they're much, much larger. So as mentioned before, not everything is 100% open. This rope bridge that leads over to another one of these pods is closed. So unfortunately, we won't be taking you over there. Hopefully that'll be open soon, if not next year. There's a nice area here at the one end of the canopy where you can just have a seat. Plenty of seating here and over on the other side as well. And just sit back and enjoy nature. The entire canopy walk is made of wood planks, occasionally aluminum grates, and steel. The entire walkway is supported by steel beams anchored into concrete, so none of it is actually attached to the trees. We are quite a ways up right here. I would say probably almost 40 feet up. Over that way you see a kids play area, and they also have a cafe where you can get something to cool off or something to eat. Unfortunately, the cafeteria was only offering a very limited selection due to the current situation. Oh, and up here, there is a glass floor where you can stand and look down to the ground. And also the railings, those are also glass. All right, coming back down from that section of the canopy, we're going to make a right now and head up to a new area that we haven't been to yet. This tree is kind of right in the middle of the walkway. So it's kind of interesting what they did. They built a little rope section so you can't fall through and gave it plenty of room to grow instead of cutting it down. It's the way it should be. All right, so as we approach this area, we notice that this is where the cargo nets are and they're not roped off, which means you can get in here and play if you want. All right, looking back the other direction from the area where the cargo nets are, you can see where we were standing on the glass and looking down way over in the distance over there. All right, so we've reached the playground area. They have swings, picnic tables, different activities for the kids to do and have fun with. All right, we're heading over to look at the children's garden, which is right over this way. The children's garden is very well themed, very colorful, lots of beautifully arranged flowers and fruits and vegetables growing here. Lots of tropical plants and foliage. Looks like there's a tree house in the middle that the kids could normally play on, but not right now. Some nice shaded seating areas over here. Over here we've got some sunflowers. And there's a few vegetables mixed in. I see some tomato plants. Oh, maybe those aren't tomato plants. Maybe they're tomatillo plants? Yes, tomatillo plants. And over here we have some cabbage. That looks like kale. Celery root, some onions, and some basil, fresh basil. This looks like a wonderful place to just sit and relax and enjoy nature. And maybe watch that little guy up there gather some food for wintertime. It looks like they have some bathrooms here. I don't know if they're open. Here's a measuring stick. If you bring your kids here every year, you can judge how high and how much they're growing. We have an outdoor sink. And some drinking fountains. And more garden area. All right, from here, we're headed over towards the stream walk. And the first thing we encounter on the stream walk is this beautiful waterfall. The stream walk is very relaxing. I highly recommend taking a nice quiet walk through this area and just enjoying the beauty of your surroundings. All right, we have stepped inside the conservatory and look at this place. It is amazing. It's very hot in here, by the way. Very hot. Even more so wearing a mask. All kinds of tropical plants. Palm trees. Little maple bonsai of some sort. A couple smaller ones over here. Well guys, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed your trip with us today to Dow Gardens in Midland, Michigan. We had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, give it a big thumbs up. That lets me know you like the content that I'm putting out. Also, click the subscribe button and you'll be notified of when new videos come out, and you can stay up to date and join us for other adventures. Once again, remember, adventure's only a short drive away.